Okay, I want to kind of give you guys a play-by-play of what goes on when you are comfortably sleeping or not so comfortably sleeping in your bed, depending on, you know, who you sleeping next to. But this is what happens overnight in these streets. And the first question I need to ask in this whole situation is, in a real way, how come I gotta raise your kids? Why you can't raise your own kids? And I'm gonna be honest, this message ain't even for the men, because as men, we all know in a real way that if you cross a man, you cross a certain boundary with a man, steal from a man, mess with a man money, fuck with a man wife or his girl, you know what I'm saying, fuck with his kids, we all know as men that there are consequences and repercussions that come back and go along with those things. And so as men, I don't even think this gotta go, you know, with me saying it. If you get caught, I think as men, we all, or most of us at least, have a real understanding of the consequences that come to it. I don't think I'm gonna see a man out here that's gonna be like, yeah, man, he was a good guy. He was a deacon in the choir. Yeah, he was a Boy Scout. He used to babysit. Man, no, none of that shit matter. A man gonna say exactly what it is, how it's supposed to be. Hey, he did what he did, and he got what he got because he did what he did. Charge it to the game. And that's a real thing. Charge it to the game. I'm not talking about the men. I'm talking about, as we'll see as I proceed with this video, we'll see from where we going, why I gotta raise your kids. In a real way, why I gotta raise your kids. Man, Tay, Ray, all these little niggas out here just wilding. And they doing shit, and they got a comfortable place to go lay their head. They got a mama that's gonna get on TV if you do something to them. And talk about how Ray and Baby ain't never did nothing to nobody. They gave their life to the Lord at an early age. They deacons in the church, and they sing in the choir, and they Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. When it all come down to it, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Because if you are raising your kids like most people do, most people really literally are raising their children, they're young people, they're young adults, to have morals, values, character, and integrity. And for most people, even though our walks in life are different, for most people that shit look the same. Man, we ain't out here stealing from folks. We ain't out here taking from folks. We ain't out here costing folks money. But I'll tell you who is. I'll tell you who it is. It is the man, I don't want to say it because I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm gonna let it go. Just understand this, that there are some wild, out of control, neglected remnants of some hood rat's womb out here that's gonna be walking around at 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:53 a.m., just like the tape say up here, and they gonna be doing shit they ain't got no business. And if somebody do something to them, or somebody actually decide they want to protect themselves or their property, they gonna be looking at you like you crazy, because when it all come down to it, these are fucking children, believe it or not. I'm gonna start the video so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. So as we moving forward here, you look in the window, in the reflection of the window, you can see a couple of shadows pop up, right? And I just, you know, as we watching them, you know, they looking at what's going on. And I know the streets is saying people was just doing their job, and they probably look at them like, what is these niggas doing out here tonight? But you know, they doing their job. I do not expect the streets is saying guys that got to deal with putting salt on the street and making sure people can get to work safely. I don't expect them to do anything other than their job, because it ain't their job to be neighborhood watch, you know what I'm saying? But I do think they seen them, and they kind of gave him a look. That's why you seen it look like the little nigga wave. But as we take a look here, I just want y'all to look at these shoes, right? Now, first off, you know these some amateurs and these some little niggas, they young. These niggas' pants is tight as shit. This guy here, pants tight than the motherfucker. This a little guy here. He get his shit from Baby Gap. I'll guarantee. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at that shoe, I already did the comparison. You know what I'm saying? We got photos and everything. It was real funny. The little niggas left their footprints, shoe sizes and everything. And man, look, how many turned up ass pair of Jordan 5s you gonna see look like this in this neighborhood with these tight ass pants? Because if they got it, if they had it like that, they won't be out here trying to break in. So guarantee, just like anybody else, man, you could have followed these niggas home if you wanted to. I'm gonna repeat that. You could have followed these niggas directly to their house because that's how goofy they are. You know what I mean? But when we look at it, they done left their feet print in the snow. The real issue is they got on masks, and the little nigga, he's a really little nigga. He's disappeared into that little coat. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you look at a man, if you look at just what we dealing with right here, right now, it's 3:54 a.m. These is definitely not two adult motherfuckers, because adult motherfuckers, it was 18 degrees that day. Adult motherfuckers is in the house at 18 degrees. But I'll let the video continue. We'll give a play-by-play. But know that these are two little dusty bum ass niggas that live within walking distance. Just put it like that. And they gave you every clue you needed to lead right to your house. And so I'm gonna go back before I start the video. I'm gonna go back to my initial question: why the fuck I gotta raise your kids? I like any other good parent, like any other rational minded sane adult, I done did my job. I done raised my kids. I done raised my kids with morals, values, character, and integrity. You know what I'm saying? They don't steal, they trill. These the coolest motherfuckers you know. And it ain't cause we got it like that. It's just that we don't covet material shit. We want broke, starving, and gang banging means something different to me than it mean to you. And so here it is. The excuse would be, well, I don't have this help, or I don't have this, or you got a 2-parent household, or you got a support system. Man, fuck all that. You laid up, you had these little dusty bum ass niggas. You raised these little dusty bum ass niggas to be thieves. They little dusty bum ass gonna come right back to your house and gonna lay right up at your crib with they dusty bum ass thieving ass, and you ain't gonna say shit. This nigga it's 3:54 in the morning. I couldn't come in at that time of my mama house. And the thing is, why does the community have to raise your fucking child? I'm not here to give out guidance. I'm not here to give out advice at this age. I can't give out a colostomy bag though. I'm good at that, and I figured that'd be better off for you, because it's another motherfucker gonna have to teach you how to use it. But we'll continue on, and you'll see how this shit kind of go a little sideways from just how the video runs. So we move forward, and the little niggas is real spooked. They standing still trying to figure out, and you can see the mask on the one guy's face, and then you look at this little nigga with the size 6 shoe and the tight ass pants. All these clothes from Baby Gap, and again, these are very identifiable people. Here's the issue with this though: as they doing what they doing, they about to go in, they about to break one window, but during the course of this attempted theft or attempted robbery, whatever you want to call it, but it's attempted theft. During the course of this, they left to go get the fob cloner. And I cannot tell you guys enough, if you want to protect your car at this point, I mean, even though they still peel the neck and all that shit, and it's not going to stop them from breaking your window. I mean, that's just going to be something that they do or something that happens. It's not going to stop them from breaking your window. Look at this goofy nigga. Look at this goofy nigga right here looking right at the camera and shit. But again, I can't really get a real good beat on them because they do have on masks. But like I said, they went to get the fob cloner, and I can't tell you how much you really definitely need to invest in a Faraday box for your car keys if you got to push a start car. Having to push a start car, you put your fob in that box as far away from the car as possible, and that's what they tried to do at first at the back of the car. They tried to clone the fob, but it didn't beep because that was the precaution that's been taken a long time ago, is to have Faraday boxes, so they couldn't do that. But like I said, that don't stop the bum ass niggas from breaking your window or no shit like that. And so you see them break the window and toss the window. And again, in nice neighborhoods or places where people are decent people, motherfuckers is not up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because niggas actually got jobs. They got stuff to do. But in every neighborhood, and so you see them take off running right here, right? And this is because they thought it was a police car coming. You'll see the white SUV kind of come on down, and again, the issue is this with this whole thing, right? Man and Tay out here, Ray and Tay and Man, they out here, they doing what they do, they wilding. But when this shit is all over with, they gonna have somewhere nice to go lay up. And so now I gotta drop this at the feet of the, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a community problem. The community didn't have these kids. The community didn't raise them fucked up. Because if the community had the opportunity, these little motherfuckers probably wouldn't be like this. So now we gotta, and I want y'all to watch them as they come past on the video. They about to come past in a second. Now that the what looked to be a police car, and you'll see them, and they'll leave. Watch as they walk past, and you see the footprints that they leave in the snow. This is when they walk back to where they came from. This is where they walk back to where they came from, and got tried to get the other tools to bust down the neck because the fob cloners wasn't working. And so it's $20, $15, whatever it is on Amazon. Faraday box, just get one and you'll save yourself that much trouble, because basically if you don't got the Faraday box and they got that fob cloner, you may as well just leave your keys out on the front porch. You know what I'm saying? And for most of y'all scary ass adults out here that be like, oh my God, don't approach these people. They got weapons. They got this. They doing that. Man, you may as well just leave your keys out there, because you acting like a hoe. Leave your keys on your front porch. You'll make it easy for them. You can just report that shit. Because again, you basically have given up. You basically done bent over and said, here, go ahead, take it, because I ain't finna do nothing about it. And it's just like, man, like I said, this ain't a community problem. The community could solve this shit quick. The community could solve this shit quick. This falls strictly at the feet of baby. Somebody baby mama out here need to get their motherfucking kids. And when we really talk about this, man, these are children. You seen this little motherfucker with size 6 baby Jordans on, tight ass baby Gap clothes. These are children. They're amateurs. And in the end, when this shit all said and done, right, in the end, this is not a police problem. The police actually do what the fuck they supposed to when this situation come around. They do as much as they're possibly allowed to. Now they can shoot them in the back and all that other shit if they want to and shit. But normally it's some other shit going down when those type of things happen. When the police could throw every resource they got at it, they could work these cases and make sure these young people get off the streets. And the problem is they juveniles, they're kids. They can't put them in real jail yet. They got to kill somebody in order for them to do that. And they still can't put them in real jail. They got to wait. So what happens is during this time, the police get frustrated because they done did everything they could. They done found all these little niggas. They done pulled them over. They done put them in jail. When they put them in jail, they don't do nothing but put them on some type of the house arrest, or one of those early diversion programs like ERC, you know what I'm saying, the early reporting center. They'll be on a house arrest bracelet. Most of them, they'll have to check in, they'll have to go to school, they'll have intensive PO visits and shit like that. But in the end, what I know from my experience, them motherfuckers was still stealing cars with the house arrest bracelet on. So the shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At this point, when they at this age, and I'm talking about as young as down to 10, 11 years old, we talking about when they that age, they can't do shit with them. You know what I'm saying? And so they can't do nothing but stack paper on them and hope don't nobody really get hurt in the process. So when they turn 17 and a half, they could cook their ass. And that's the easy part. But the thing is, this don't fall on, like I said, men understand how this works. Men, you get caught doing what you did, your ass get cooked, that's on you. And that's the circumstance that charge it to the game. That's what we call it. Charge that shit to the game. But for those of you, this a little, let's go out on a limb and say this a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, the 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy out here, 4:30 in the morning, vandalizing people's property. If anybody decided they wanted to defend themselves, their family, or their property, you'll be looking at them crazy, because it was like, you ain't had to shoot, or you didn't have to delete, or you didn't have to harm a 14-year-old boy. But at this point, his broke ass mama can't afford it. His bum ass daddy ain't around. The police can't do shit about it. Ain't like they won't do shit, but it's a fucking waste of time for you to arrest the same. And I've been here. I've seen it with my own eyes. I done seen a motherfucker get arrested 30 times for car theft, carjacking, vehicular whatever. You know what I'm saying? You name it. This motherfucker between the age of 14 and 17, that's all they got. And every time they catch him, they send him, put him on a house arrest ban. He go to early diversion. He got to be there from 3 to 10. The motherfucker get out at 10, and from 10:30 till 4 in the morning, he's stealing cars more. He's stealing more cars. And so there's nothing legally, law-wise, it ain't a lot that could be done. But like I said, this ain't a community problem, because if it was, the community could have been solved it. I got a community solution for the shit, because I don't give out guidance. I ain't here for advice. I'm not here to raise nobody else fucking kids. I can give you some colostomy bag instructions, period. And I can give them to your mama too, because she gonna have to be the one to change it. We ain't finna deal with that shit. And for the community, as for the community, man, for those of us good people, I say that shit with air quotes, for those of us good people that mind our business and be trying to do what we do, and we don't want no trouble, no smoke, man, we just as bad, because every one of us knows somebody with a bum ass kid, nephew, little cousin, grandson, granddaughter. Shit, this shit wild out here. We know one of these people with these bum ass people that they related to, that they harboring, these criminals that they harboring, and we don't say shit to them. We act like the shit don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Long as it don't happen to me, we all good. But then, like I said, eventually it happened to all of us, because at this point they done figured out they can't steal these cars. They are on to the neighbor's vehicle. And like I said, people tried to act and behave obliviously. They realized they couldn't get it. They in here breaking, windows. Like I said, the people involved in this, they probably got cost a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? A few $100. And it ain't the worst thing that could have happened to them, because there wasn't shit in there to steal. This ain't like these rims and all that shit. These little niggas was taking this shit to joyride. These are little niggas that'll pull up to school dirty with the same ass outfit on. And that's the whole thing about it. If they had it like that, they'd have it. So they wouldn't be out here trying to steal. So you out here in the most conspicuous outfit you can have on. You done left footprints in the motherfucking grass and the snow that lead right to where you... Come on, man. And you little niggas out here got little brothers and little sisters, bum ass mamas and shit, they boyfriends, all that shit. Y'all doing all type of goofy type shit. And that heat could come back on your people, but y'all think y'all can? Nah, because in the end, you got people that's gonna basically gonna shelter you from the shit. They people hoping you get your life right and get your shit together and shit. I don't believe in that shit. Like I said, I believe you can shit out your side, and that ain't no problem for nobody, because you did the shit that got you in that situation. I don't know what y'all think. I don't know what y'all pretend for this to be, or what y'all want it to be, or how it is. I'm gonna tell y'all this: raise your fucking kids, cause it's a burden on the community either way. The community don't get no say so in who get the pussy. The community don't get no say so in which kids you keep or who you get to sleep with. In the end, the community had to deal with the shit that you done put forth out here. And this shit is like terrorism. People talk about sundown towns. Ain't no motherfucker sundown town like the one you live in, where the young niggas, what y'all call them, the YNs, the young niggas out here are being terrible. You motherfuckers can't sit on your porch. Grandmama can't go to the grocery store. Your mama can't go to church on Sunday. And you got people out here, grown ass men, talking about, man, don't approach them guys. And man, this ain't about the material thing. This ain't about the materialism of it. Yes, what money bought, money can replace. But it's actually about your motherfucking dignity when it all comes down to it. You mean to tell me You one of them niggas that go into the Popeyes chicken and shit, and you see several young niggas standing at the door, and you be like, "Excuse me, sir, I just want to pick up my 2-piece." No, little nigga, I'ma say excuse me because I'm a nice motherfucker, but that's about it. I'm polite. I'll step on your motherfucking kneecap if you don't get the fuck out my way. Cause I'm only gonna say it once. These young niggas don't understand nothing but a foot in their ass and a fist upside their head. But they not getting that shit at home. And the minute, like I said, these 2 young dudes, imagine these 2 young dudes come up, deleted out here, breaking in somebody's car. And like, you might cheer for the OG or grandma that come out with the shotgun that put the goddamn OG Bobby Johnson buckshots on a little nigga. You might cheer for that person, but let's just say the police doing their goddamn job, and these same little niggas that you talking about got guns and you scared of and all this shit. One of them police end up doing what they got to do in the line of duty and handling their business. What you gonna do? We gonna protest? We flipping over shit? We running up in Macy's or Foot Locker and stealing all? That's what we doing? Because again, what you seeing, like I said, these are children. This a motherfucker that where I measured. I actually got the pictures. I probably post them up here just so y'all can see them. But I measured. This one little nigga wears size 7.5. The other nigga wears size 9. Them not grown men shoe sizes. Them premature baby shoe sizes, bruh. Them motherfuckers, like I said, them outfits was from Baby Gap. They dress like every young nigga out here. You could put them in an age group. You could pick them out easily because again, if they had it like that, they have it. These niggas is gonna be doing this shit in the same outfits. And again, this tape already been turned over to the authorities and all that other shit, yada yada yada. And they gonna do what it is they can do. Blue blue blue. Yeah. I understand. I ain't even tripping on you, bro. I already know it's better shit you could be doing with your time than to be chasing young niggas down the street about a motherfucking car that when you catch them, you can't whoop their ass and they not gonna stay in jail. It's actually a waste of your time as a police officer and shit. But I'll get off of that because I'm not absolving them of shit either. But this is one of them times where I understand why the shit is like it is, because it's not that they can't do their job. It's once they do their job, they put them motherfuckers right back out on the street. And so you'll see a motherfucker with a house arrest bracelet out here getting caught carjacking and shit like that. It happen all the time. You can only monitor them so much. And if you got 200-300 of them out here loose on the house on home monitoring, what they call a home confinement. Home was where they learned all this shit from. The home that they didn't get no home training. The home that they don't get no love. The home that they don't get no discipline from. So you got a bunch of son husbands with mamas that's they best friends out here stealing shit and taking shit because they ain't got shit, and ain't nobody never really gave this little nigga a hug. But like I said, I'm not here to give out advice. Not here to give out hugs. I am here to give out colostomy bag instructions. So get your shit straight, or I'm gonna get that shit straight for you. And I hope the community feel the same way. Because at this point, we got to make sure that these folks is ostracized. We got to make sure that, if Bebe got 3 kids down there and her sons is out here carjacking and stealing shit, Bebe shouldn't be able to come to the motherfucking grocery store in the neighborhood without motherfucker be like, "Hey, bitch, get from around here. Y'all stealing." But like I said, it's a whole thing where people in this motherfucker scared, fearful, and again, the police hands is tied. They can't do nothing. They'll come. They'll catch these niggas. You'll go to court. You'll testify. You'll do, "Oh yeah, that was the nigga right there." And they'll be like, 60 days home confinement. And in them 60 days, he done stole 3 more cars. So no, man, don't miss me with the bullshit. Somebody got to raise their kids, and it don't need to be the community. Baby better figure this shit the fuck out before somebody figure it out for her.